Yeah, the famous maxim that the terrorist only has to be right once and authorities have to be right all the time will no doubt be mentioned by Russian authorities in the outcome of this, in the aftermath of this bomb attack. Obviously, the core reasons of why people take up militancy have to be addressed. And I would add again, I have to say, if this was indeed a bomb attack on the London Underground, already people would be saying, why is Britain supporting groups that catalyze Islamist atrocities across the Middle East, let alone inspire atrocities in Europe? These would be the questions that one tries to ask here in Britain and in France and in Germany. Usually in Britain we get a heightened law enforcement approach, but of course the nature of the way people live in urban environments mean that a law enforcement approach can never be the way to eradicate militancy of this kind, guerrilla, asymmetric terror warfare, if indeed this example, this bomb in explosion in St. Petersburg is one. So it will be questions of foreign policy that will be studiously, presumably avoided by mainstream media in this country. They certainly were after the Westminster attacks, and they certainly are after attacks right across Europe in recent years. All the time, Britain has been saying that it must support what it considers so-called rebels in Syria. Britain has supported the bombing and destruction of Libya, and we now see ISIS-Daesh, of course, on the Mediterranean coast. Whether this bomb explosion in St. Petersburg can be traced to this fostering and catalyzing of Islamist extremism in these regions to destabilize, in terms of the diplomats that have been talking the past few years about foreign NATO nation policy, just in terms of geostrategic and geopolitical realignment, because NATO nations are de facto in a kind of Cold War with Russia. Well, it hurts European citizens, it hurts British subjects, it hurts American citizens, just as it hurts Russian citizens.